Amy, I'm curious, as you built your career, over the last 19, 20 years, um, you now have an office. When did you decide that, you want to kind of take on more of that role and responsibility, and
Uh,
curious as to why?
that's a good question. No, I was previously with Cal a very, very long time, and it wasn't that I wasn't happy. Um, I just felt like I needed to take things to the next level somehow. Um, I taught classes at Hondros for a while. The biggest one that I ever taught there was called Rehab Addict. I think that's what it was called, at least. Um, and believe it or not, I've had several people since then that have approached me and been like, oh my gosh, I remember that class. That was so informative. And obviously, I can talk a lot, so that, I don't have a lot of boring lull time in my classes. But at any rate, I just wanted to help new agents, and I felt like that was the way to continue to grow my business and to really show that, this is my home base. I can have closings at my own office, things like that. And I guess that's kind of why I did it. And for any agents that are listening that do not go into an office, I preach it all day long. I already had a very, very strong business, but when I opened my office and was forced to go in because I wanted to be available to my other agents Monday through Friday, my business grew another 2 million that first year.
Yeah.
So, and following years, even, more. I'm coming up now, I think, on my 6th year. It will be my 6th year of owning an eMERGE office. So,
Why do you think your business grew by 2 million that first year?
laundry, kids, dogs, dishes, got to paint this room, got to clean this up, I have horrible OCD, which makes you very good at multitasking, but at the
Yeah.
same time, very easily distracted.
Yeah.
And when I was in my office, I was forced to do things that I might be like, oh, I got to switch out the laundry again. I constantly had it and even though I was very good at, time blocking and time management, it was really easy for me to be like, oh, I can go to the gym for an hour now. I can do this I'm just going to go out shopping and then I'll come back and finish this up. And when you're sitting at a desk, there's really no excuse. When you force yourself, I'm going to be here from, this time to this time every single day. If you need me, here's when you can find me here. Granted, with the exception of appointments and things like that. Obviously, I need to be doing those too. But,
Yeah.
all of my agents know that I will make myself available as much as I absolutely can. So, yeah.
It's the distractions, right? And the office is going to have its own set of distractions too. But to
For
me,
sure.
it's always real estate stays top of mind longer when you're at the office versus at
Yeah.
home. Like,
Yeah.
I can work from home now, but to me, the office means work, right? And home means home, even though we do work from home. But that's just here.
Right.
It's how I,
Right.
separate those two. And you're spot on. I mean, it's just, when you're going into that environment of, and other people are in there and they're doing real estate and you're not, it kind
I
of
mean,
forces you to be like, hey, I
it's
need to
the
be doing
best way to
something.
bounce ideas. What do you have
Yeah.
coming? Of the newest listings, of who's doing a price reduction. Oh, I heard her on that call. I never thought to mention, something about what they're paying in rent or whatever it is. You're constantly learning new and different things. And it goes back to, again, when you stop learning, you're not growing anymore. And there are so many agents, even out of my office, any office, that
Mhm.
they never go in and they don't, everybody doesn't even know who they are. And to me, some of my real estate relationships with other agents have been the best part of my business, because those are the realtors that I can call and be like, hey, I'm going to write on your house. What do I need to do? And granted, yes, you cannot break ethics and things like that, but you've already built a rapport with them. They know you're
Yep.
going to get to the closing table. They know what you're doing. They know you've got strong clients if you've got a strong pre-approval, and yada, on and on and on. So,
And if things do come up, which they do happen in real estate deals, right? Like, not everything is just smooth sailing. Very rarely do we get that pleasure.
right.
Those agents, they know that it's not ego based, right? It's not I'm gonna get one up on Amy, right? Watch me. It's no, like, hey, because I
They're
know
gonna,
you, we're
right.
now gonna work together, right? How do we, the emotions come down a little bit, and now it's like, how do we keep this together, right?
Yeah.
And honestly,
Either that or the other agent is gonna fix it and call you once it's already fixed versus,
yeah,
maybe a brand new agent or somebody that doesn't know exactly how to handle the problem, which is fine too, because obviously stuff happens, but you just can't call freaking out and, oh my God, this is all going to fall apart. You have to
yeah.
come up with solutions before you start freaking out about the problem.
And honestly, if you're listening to this and you don't have relationships with other agents in your marketplace, I was that agent. Probably for the first 6-7 years of my career, I was like, I don't give a shit about any other agents. Like, I just want to focus on myself and the team, right? And then as I've gotten older and wiser, and things have changed, and
Go to the bowling events, go to the, whatever, go to
but it
your
honestly has helped.
area realtor association events. I mean, it's so, I mean, just building rapport with
Yeah,
other people in the industry. And it doesn't even have to necessarily be other agents. It's, ways of building relationships with inspectors and carpet installers. And I mean, on and on and on. The list is
yeah,
huge just from going
yeah.
to those things. So, yeah.
And all of those people know people that own, that want to buy, that want to invest in real estate, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I wish I would have been, less focused on me earlier on in my career, and more of that. But here we are.